morning. Joe here. It's Firearms Friday. We're in the classroom again today talking about the fundamentals of handgun firearm shooting. So today, this is week 6, and we're going to talk about hold control. Real quickly, hold control, what happens here? This allows the shooter to maintain proper sight alignment and sight picture while firing a shot. A good grip is critical to hold control. We'll talk more about that. A goal of hold control is to minimize the arc of movement. Okay, so what's arc of movement? Arc of movement is the unavoidable motion of a pistol held in a shooting position. There's going to be some arc of movement always when you're moving and you're getting ready to shoot. So what you want to do is decrease through practice the arc of movement. What does that really mean? Let's take a look at that. So to obtain a minimum arc of movement, the shooter must give the pistol a definite stability of direction. What does that mean? In other words, you've got to have natural point of aim. So if you're ready to shoot and you're going to shoot your firearm, you should be able to point the firearm at the target and feel natural about it. If you're not in a natural position, you may need to move your feet one way or the other so that you wind up in a natural position. You don't want to try to force your hands when your body's turned one way and you're trying to turn your hands another way. So you want to move your feet to get that natural point of aim. So the other things you need to think about in this is grip, breath control, sight alignment, and trigger control. We've talked about these already. Now, what does arc of movement look like then? Well, here's what it really looks like on this next slide. According to the Army Marksmanship Manual, this was a graphic they did with a lot of research several years ago. So in the first couple of seconds, after you try to shoot, there's a couple of seconds here where there's a lot of movement going on. After about 2 to 3 seconds, that arc of movement settles down with very little movement in your arms then. And then after about 8 seconds, this arc of movement really kicks in and you start moving your hands a lot there. So what this looks like then is if you're ready to shoot and you're in your natural point of aim, you're ready to shoot, you fire your gun, you recoil, you recover, and then you've got about 2 or 3 seconds there where there's a lot of movement in your hands. Then after about 3 seconds, that movement will settle down. And again, this depends on the person. And after about 3 or 4 seconds, you're in pretty good shape there. But if you keep holding the gun after about 7 or 8 to 9 seconds, then that arc of movement kicks in. And the longer you hold, the worse your arc of movement gets. So the key here is to watch what you're doing. When you shoot your firearm, watch your recoil, reset, follow through, and make sure that your next shot comes somewhere in this range right here. That's the way you handle that arc of movement thing. All right, short and sweet this week. Tune in next week. We're going to move on to a little bit more advanced stuff in shooting, and that's going to be it for this week. Come and shoot with us here at Larry's in North Memorial Parkway. Y'all take care, stay safe, and stay armed.